President of the United States of America. I believe that the aim of this conference is to achieve the world peace by following the 14 points, but the most important is to create the League of Nations. What do you think about it?
Hello, everybody. I believe that the countries that have participated in this awful war have to be punished.
Yes, I agree with Lord George, but I believe these countries that were the guilty ones amidst this awful and painful war should be extremely punished, such as Germany. Let's talk about Germany. Germany should be extremely punished about this due to the fact that they started the war and they have caused a lot of pain in our countries. What do you think about this?
I believe that Germany have to be punished for all what they have done, but I don't want to Germany be hardly destroyed.
Well, I don't know. I don't agree with you because I don't believe that we have to be too harsh on Germany because later on they will want revenge and all we're looking for is peace.
Yes, but I think if you see it as the way I see it, if we are extremely harsh with Germany, they will never take revenge because they will be very weakened. That's why I think.
We're trying to destroy them.
Okay, then we shall see. What do you think should be the first point about the peace treaty? I believe that accepting the war guilt, because it's important of them accepting the guilt and the suffering that they have caused to all of the countries.
Yes, that's true. I strongly agree with you because they have to be aware of what they have done to us.
Yes, I agree with you too, because the world have to know who are the bad guys.
Yes, that's extremely
the second
right.
point can be reparations. I think that they have to pay a big amount of money for reparations because of all the damage they have caused around the world.
Yes, I strongly agree with that because they are the main country that has caused economical problems in our countries. This war has cost a lot of money. I think this amount should be huge, huge. They should pay all the reparations and all the damage.
I believe that they have to pay for reparations, but not that hard. I know that they have done a lot of harm to us, but nothing impossible.
Okay, then we shall censor the number. Then we will see the number of money. What do you think the third point should be? I believe that this point should be very important to France, and we should regain Alsace-Lorraine because it's our and it would bring a lot of joy to our country. What do you think about this?
Alsace-Lorraine definitely belongs to France, but I believe that all the colonies have to be independent nowadays.
I believe that the colonies have to be given to the League of Nations.
I agree with that because they shall not be independent countries. They should go and the League of Nations can manage them. That's a very clever point.
Yes, Germany do not deserve that power.
Exactly.
But be Germany, it will be by their own. They will become independent.
But if you see this in this way, I think you shall agree because the League of Nations, you will be part of it. We both will be part of it. In the future, we will see the members.
Well, stop here. What about Greenland?
About what?
Greenland.
I believe that Ireland should be an independent country because then we will not have problems with Germany. I will have France, the Ireland, and Germany.
No, I don't know. No, well, I believe that if we take Rhineland from Germany, it will be that hard. So maybe we can turn it into a demilitarized zone, and that will be okay with France because you wouldn't have an army next to you.
Okay, that's not the best option for me, but I can then think about that.
Yes, I think that if the Rhineland become a military zone, it's okay.
Okay, anyway, going into the fourth point, I believe that Germany has to be disarmed. Maybe not that hard, but we have to take something about them. What do you think?
I believe that Germany should be totally disarmed. They have lost their power of defending themselves because of the awful war they have made to us. And I believe if we disarm them and they have nothing left, they will not be able to take revenge as you were worried about. That's why I think.
I think that their navies have to be reduced, not to take them all, but the great amount of them.
Well, I think if we can go to an agreement, I think that their army could be reduced to, let's think,
Let's think that they're still a country and they still have to do things to defend by themselves. So
okay, but I believe that conscription should be banished. That I believe that the soldiers had to be volunteers, so conscription should be banished.
that's all right. I could agree with that.
Yes, I think that.
Okay. We can left them with, if you want, I'm not all agreeing with this, but we shall all make an agreement. We can leave them with only 1,000 men, I believe. I don't know. What do you think?
Yes, for me,
Well,
it's
if we get
perfect.
into agreement, we're not leaving them with anything, so it's all right.
The
I can agree.
Navy, what do you think? What is the amount of the Navy? Do you believe that only 6 battleships is alright? I think that's okay and that is wonderful.
Yes, that is a great number.
Well, I don't really agree with that, but I can do anything, right?
Yes. And George, what do you think about these submarines due to all the things that they have done to you? I think they have
I
no
have
more.
they have not to be allowed in that country.
Aircraft, submarines, and vehicles should be banned. And I think that's okay because it's more of a luxury to defend themselves. They have men and 6 battleships. That should be
But
enough.
okay.
Yes, they don't need more.
Well, and what about the 5th point? I believe that here we have to involve the League of Nations. Germany couldn't be part of the League of Nations until they show us that they are a peaceful country. What do you think about it?
They shouldn't be allowed at all to League of Nations,
I
in
think
my opinion.
they have to be invited to join the League of Nations when they show us that they are a peace-loving country.
Okay.
That's all right.
Well, I can agree to that, but it's a sacrifice, and I want you to know. Well, now I'm going to read how the Treaty of Versailles has turned out. One is war guilt. Germany has to accept the blame for starting the war. The second one is reparations. Germany has to pay reparations to the Allies for the damage caused. £6 billion they shall pay. Free is the territories and colonies. Alsace-Lorraine will be given back to France. The Rhineland will become a dismilitarized zone. The Saarland will be given to the League of Nations. North Schleswig will be given to Denmark. Danzig is going to be made a free city run by the League of Nations. West Prussia, Posen, Upper Silesia shall be given to Poland. The fourth point is Germany's armed forces. Its army is limited to 100,000 men. The conscription must be banned. Soldiers have to be volunteers. Germany is not allowed with armored vehicles, submarines, or aircraft. The Navy can have only 6 battleships, and the Rhineland, as we said before, will become a demilitarized zone. Fifth and last point is the League of Nations. Germany will not be invited to join the League of Nations until it shows it was a peace-loving country. What do you think? I'm not extremely happy with this, but we got to an agreement, so that's okay for me.
I think that maybe I don't agree with every point, but we needed to get somewhere and we did. So it's all right.
I think that is a very nice treaty.
Girls, talking between us, I don't agree with this treaty. I think it was very easy on Germany, and I think that we should have destroyed Germany. And this treaty is not acceptable, but well, we have reached to an end. I believe that the Rhineland should have become an independent country, and so many things that I couldn't achieve in this conference. But I know we got to an agreement, and that's what it is. But I think we should be more and more and more harshly on Germany because now they will be able to take revenge.
Well, telling you a little secret, I believe that we have been really hard on Germany. We could have done lots of things better and in a different way. If we're still going like this, at the end of all, they will revenge us. But well, we have get into an agreement.
My little secret, I think that we have been too harsh with Germany and this will affect our trade. But I think that we have made the right thing taking them off all their navies so they cannot attack Great Britain anymore.
Well, let's talk about the peace treaty dealing with the Austro-Hungarian Empire, due to the fact that they were allied with Germany and they were one of the main reasons this bloody war even started.
Yes, I think we all agree that the Austro-Hungarian Empire should no longer exist. I think that first we should deal with Austria, and then we should create a patchwork of new states in Central and Eastern Europe. What do you think about that?
I totally agree.
Yes, I agree, and I believe that we have to recognize the independence of Hungary, Poland, Yugoslavia, and Czechoslovakia.
Yes,
Yes.
I also agree.
And I also think that Austria's army has to be limited because disarmament is the key to achieve peace.
Of course.
Yes, I agree, but which number of soldiers are you talking about?
I think that 30,000 soldiers it's the perfect number.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yes.
For me,
Perfect.
fair point would be forbidden Anschluss with Austria. What do you believe?
Yes, you're right.
Yes, you're right, and we should decide how much money Austria will pay for reparations.
Yes, but I think
That's
that
a
we can
very
decide that.
important point too.
We can
Perfect.
decide
We
that-
have finished.
Yes, I think that we should talk about Bulgaria peace treaty, and I think this should be short and clear and simply. I think that we should give part of Bulgaria's land to Greece, Romania, and Yugoslavia. What do you think about that?
Yes, I think that's right. And I also think that army has to be limited of a total of 20,000 of soldiers. Do you agree with that?
Yes, we agree, and I think that's a good number of soldiers.
Perfect.
Yes, and they must pay a big amount of money for reparations, like
Yes.
100 million pounds for use, okay?
Yes, it's
Yes,
perfect.
that's okay,
They can.
and it's perfect because we have a lot of damage in our economies.
And they can deal with that amount of money.
Yes, I thought about that. Okay, so we finish this treaty. Let's talk about the sick man. His time has passed and it's time to create new countries. What do you think?
Yes, I agree. I think that it's really important the creation of new countries, and they deserve to be independent, mostly Armenia.
Yes, I agree.
As we all know, that the Ottoman Empire is not more capable of managing so many territories, so we should keep it.
Yes, I strongly agree with you, and we shall not forget the damage they caused to our territories, and they were allies with Germany.
Yes, the Ottoman army should also be reduced with 170,000 men.
Yes, I believe that's a correct number, and
Yes,
I believe that's okay.
and it's okay to defend themselves. Perfect. Telling you my dear secret, as we all know, Italy wants Turkish territory as a reward of supporting the Allies. We wanted to extend our empires and our commercial interest. We are particularly interested in the oil fields of Iraq. We had made a promise to Arab people in return for their help in the war, but was unable or unwanting to follow thought. Don't tell anyone.
Between you and me, I tell you my secret. I find this opportunity of the old man being broken down to expand my empire and our commercial interests. And I signed a treaty called Tripartite Agreement that protects my commercial interests. This with Great Britain and with Italy. Bye.
But I believe that Great Britain and France are taking a lot of advantage about this. Do you think so?
Okay, it's time to deal with Hungary, and I believe that this will be easy and we should keep it clear.
Well, I think that as the other treaties, we have to limit their army.
Yes.
Yes, I think that the correct number of soldiers must be like 35,000 soldiers. What do you think about
Yes,
that number?
perfect. Perfect, perfect.
It's the perfect number, and Hungary must pay for reparations also.
Yes.
We can discuss the number later.